Hey! Hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. So about a week ago, I uploaded the video asking the question, Warframe is dying? Can someone explain what's going on? And through a variety of responses, including comments, videos, and actual discussions with Warframe YouTubers, I now have an understanding at the recent wave of criticism directed towards Warframe. It's an evolution of a long and persistent criticism with the game, the lack of an endgame, an inexhaustible carrot on a stick, a constant, everlasting flow of dopamine. At least that's my interpretation of endgame, because unfortunately there's no hard dictionary definition of what endgame is. The closest thing I could find was on the WoW wiki, and its definition of endgame. The endgame, also known as the Elder Game, refers to the part of the game where level advancement is no longer the goal and other activities take center stage. That's a fairly accurate description, but it's gonna vary depending on the game. However, the whole topic of endgame in video games is a whole other video in and of itself. Now, bringing the focus back to Warframe. Now, while the origins of the current criticism directed towards Warframe stem from certain people's perspective that the game lacks an endgame, that hypothetical lack of an endgame, this point in Warframe where you've done everything and you've earned everything and therefore there's progression-wise nothing to do, combine that with the lengthy amount of time, especially recently, in between substantial content updates for the game, you therefore have created what many are declaring to be a content drought. So Warframe's lack of an endgame and its current state of being in a content drought is the heart of where this whole Warframe is dying thing is coming from. Warframe is not actually dying. The whole Warframe is dying is clickbait. That phrase is being used to bring attention to the issue, and I have no problem with that tactic. I use it myself. But you see, that's only a part of what this video is really about. You see, I'm not here to argue for or against whether or not Warframe is in a content drought, whether or not it's dying, because honestly, I don't give enough of a shit either way. What I do care about, however, is what I've noticed in the fallout of my previous Warframe video, being informed about what's going on with the Warframe community, and the recent criticisms being leveled against the game, is that I've noticed a symptom plaguing many video game communities nowadays, and that's division. A division between two different sides in the community, and the developers caught in the middle. A freeway tug-of-war between ideas, visions, and perspectives on the direction of a particular video game. Before I learned that Warframe was going through this community divide, I had been following and keeping tabs on similar situations going on with the Rainbow Six Siege community, the Overwatch community, and the Destiny community. Different visions, different perspectives, different wants and needs, all competing with one another. And I'm noticing the same issue with all these similar processes, with all these different gaming communities. The same mistake being made over and over and over again. Doesn't matter if it's Siege, or Overwatch, or Destiny, or Warframe. The divides in these communities stem from misunderstanding, misinterpretation, miscommunication, people talking through each other, not at each other, attacking strawmans and not the actual arguments presented. And that I care about. That I give a damn about. That I take issue with. I despise needless suffering. I despise needless hostility over something as petty as video games. People will always be more important than games. But how do we address this issue? How do we mend these divides? Well, it's actually quite simple. All it takes is your willingness to do so. Your willingness, your opposition's willingness, to actually talk, discuss, debate, voice to voice. Yes, voice chat. Actually being able to hear the tone in the person you're talking to. Being able to make corrections and address each other's points on the fly instantly. Unlike in text chat, in leaving each other lengthy paragraphs in comment sections and forum posts that can easily be misinterpreted, diluted, or outright neglected. But with voice chat, with actual live dialogue, there's that much needed human element. When you're actually talking with someone, it's far easier to be actually talking at someone than talking past them when compared to conversations via text. I mean, this should go without saying, but there's the whole psychological element and psychological perceptions and interpretations when conversing with people via voice instead of text. I honestly believe that a lot of the animosity going on, the divisions going on in these video game communities, whether it be Warframe or any of the other games mentioned, could be, if not resolved, at the very least come to an understanding. End needless hostilities and vilifications of one another, and maybe, just maybe, I don't know, get back to what this is really all about? Playing video games? Having fun? Unfortunately, as you probably already know, this entire spiel is not entirely objective. Much, if not most, is just my opinion and perspective. It's all up to you whether or not what I say influences your actions or thoughts, feelings, or opinions. I have no control over you. You are your own individual, and I couldn't be happier about that. Come to your own thoughts and conclusions and feel free to share them. Anyways, that has been a video. I hope you liked the video. If you did indeed like the video in any way, shape, or form, please be sure to like button. The like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved with the video. If you like button, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts, feelings, opinions on the topic of this video? Let me know in the comment section down below. I love voting comments. Get nearly off comments. Please leave a comment. If you want to help out and support me directly, well, there's always Patreon. If you want to help out and support this video, well, be sure to share it on social media, Twitter and Facebook. Anyways, guys, that's been a video, and I'll see you all later.